I would like to welcome you to my channel today and thank you for taking time to study the Bible with me. Today I would like to study with you the mark of the beast, identification, and how we could be able to survive the onslaught of this great power that is upon us today. Let me encourage you to open your Bibles with me in the book of Revelation, chapter 13, and I would like to begin in verse 11. The King James Version Bible has this to say. Verse number 11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. This verse represents that power coming out from a sparsely populated area to become the new world superpower is the United States of America. The beast is represented by the United States, and the two horns is the representation of its Protestant as well as Republican characteristic. A lamb-like beast, meaning to say, friends, he appears to be doing good. And this is very significant in Bible study today. So the United States is clearly being defined in the book of Revelation chapter 13, verse 11. Another characteristic of the United States is that although he appears to be good, but he will speak like a dragon. And we know that the dragon represents the enemy of God, the adversary, which is Satan himself, the greatest rebel who would like to overthrow the government of God in order to usurp or take over the world so that people and the creation of God will bow down and worship him. Verse number 12, and he, the United States, exercised all the power of the first beast. The first beast here in Revelation 13 represents the power, the kingdom of Rome, and his representation, the papacy. The papal power system is the first beast. The Bible continues to say, before him, and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. Very significant in Bible prophecy, friends, because if you are able to look back in history, there was a time when the papacy was cut off or exiled during the time of the Napoleonic Wars, and the Pope was not in power. He does not enjoy the religious and civil power at that time. But then again, that deadly wound was healed, and once again the Pope was given the power after the World War II. So friends, clearly the United States will be the one to enforce or implement the agenda of Rome. Very clear in Bible history. Verse number 13. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. Another prophetic revelation from the mouth of Jesus himself through his beloved disciple John, that the United States of America, with its technological advancement and with its power, will bring men and women and even children to wonder and awe about its great power. And that is exactly what's happening even in our time. Verse number 14, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image of the beast, which had the wound by a sword, and did live. Verse number 15, friends. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. The United States of America will closely enforce the agenda of the Vatican, or the seat of power of the Roman Universal Church. And therefore, this will be a life and death situation for those who believe and obey the Word of God. So this is a striking revelation which is happening now, and I would like to briefly tell you after we read this passage. Verse number 16, and he, the United States, causeth both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Meaning to say, friends, there will be a system that will be enforced by this superpower to mandate, to require everyone to have a mark, or what we call the symbol that will represent the power of Rome. Remember, the second beast, the United States, is a slave or is an enforcer of the first beast, which is the Roman papacy. Meaning to say, friends, these two powers will ultimately destroy choice, and will enforce and will mandate, require, deceive people. And that those few people who are godly and are Bible believers will be persecuted and eventually killed. That is what the Bible predicted. Everyone must follow this system. And the mark of the beast, you might be asking, what is the mark of the beast? And the Bible says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark of the name, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Verse 18, here is wisdom, let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. The number 666, a very significant number, because this was used in history by the Roman power, the Roman popes, Vicarius Filii, Latin, and it means the vicar of Christ, or the substitute of Christ, the Christ of this fallen earth. He usurped the power of Jesus. In fact, Paul predicted that this Antichrist, the papacy, will deceive many and will be instrumental to so many faithful, loving believers, obedient keepers of the commandments of the Lord, to be killed. Even Daniel, for thousands of years, had seen this rise of great power, the Roman papacy. So the United States of America is the leading superpower economically, militarily, as well as the influence of America in the whole world is great, that the world will follow the United States of America to worship the Pope of the Universal Church, the Roman Catholic Church. And what is their mark? The mark of the beast is its representation of power, and the universal desire of papacy to worship on Sunday is its mark of the beast. The requirement or the mandate to vent the conscience or to destroy choice, this will be the mark of its power. Through the United States, Rome will get its way. And so it is a scary situation, because right now we could see that another mark of the beast is exercising the power through this pestilence, the disaster that is happening, which is man-made, which is whether deliberate or intentional, it is covered up. And we know that this pestilence is the seed to take over, control the conscience, and destroy humanity. Deception, friends, is present in this situation. And so the mark of the beast is the power of the papacy to enforce Sunday worship. And if you will not obey or follow the dictates or the authority of Rome, you will be cast out, you will be persecuted, you will be economically destroyed, and eventually imprisoned, and ultimately death. Friends, we should not be afraid of this, because we have been warned. The mark of the beast, the Roman power through the United States will require, mandate, not only the jab or the vaccinations, they will mandate Sunday worship as a universal day for humanity to unite under one banner, and that is the dragon, Satan, Lucifer, the enemy of the living God. Whose side will you be on today, friends? Whose power will you uphold? The power of Christ or the power of Satan, represented by these beasts, Rome and the United States? Friends, we're living in a very difficult times, and I understand we are living in the last days. We have to be ready. We have to prepare, and we have to be willing to serve the Lord in whatever possible way we can. Our life is very short, and according to Proverbs 23:23, let us buy the truth and do not sell it. Also, wisdom, instruction, and understanding. Here is wisdom, friends. 666 is the mark, is the number of a man. It was the number of papacy, vicarious validity. There is no doubt in my mind and my heart that we are being deceived, and that if we find the truth, let us not sell the truth. Let us not compromise the truth, regardless of what the billions of people will say, regardless of what the governments or even the religious leaders will say. It doesn't matter. The Word of God will stand, and the Word of God will speak to your heart and to my heart that the truth is indeed in Christ, and it will set us free. Remember, friends, the Bible is our sure word of prophecy. Let us not give it up. May God continue to bless you and keep you. And it is my prayer that you and your family will be saved, that you and your family will focus on what is happening now in light of these disasters, pestilence, and more calamities that will just bring misery and sadness and sorrow to all of us. But the gospel of this kingdom of Jesus Christ will be preached to all the world.